Hello, hello, hello. This is Tamika Seaton, President and CEO of Grow Your Nonprofit, where we help startup small and stagnant nonprofits grow through fundraising strategies, strategic planning, and so much more. Guys, today you're in for a special treat. We have my guest here, Brittni Brown, with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southwest Florida?
The Sun Coast.
Of the Sun Coast. It is going to be great. So, before we get started, I'd like to thank the sponsors of my podcast. Hodges University with a campus in Fort Myers. Stay near, go far. They change lives for the better. Trinity Life Foundation Naples. Helping at-risk youth do their enrichment program. AVIT. That stands for the Associations of Haitians Living Abroad. They just opened an amazing support center right here in the beautiful Southwest Florida. They help people with immigration support, utility billing, rental assistance, and so much more. Last but not least, Vaxtruth. They just received a grant from the CDC. Well, they are tasked with helping raise awareness of COVID-19 and community resources in the Black and Brown communities. So, like I said, my special guest here is Brittni Brown.
Thank you, Tamika, for having me.
Brittni, this is long overdue.
Oh, yeah.
We started the podcast, I think, last year. You came out to our grand opening, and one thing I can say, thank you very much. You've always been very supportive, always. When I ask if you're able to come on out and support, you do. So thank you. I really appreciate that. So let's start with you telling us a little bit about yourself and how did you get into the nonprofit world, which led you to Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Okay, that's a lot.
I know, right?
So I am the Director of Community Development for Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Sun Coast in Collier.
Okay.
My boss is actually Kelly Palmer, who works over Lee and Hendry County and also Collier.
Mm-hmm.
I began with Big Brothers Big Sisters on March 1st of 2021.
Wow, so you just had an anniversary.
I did. I just had an anniversary, which was great. And I've been loving it for the past 2 years. So what got me into Big Brothers Big Sisters, I have been working with different nonprofits that have focused on many different facets of a person's life. So I started with David Lawrence Center, working with the mental health and substance abuse.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a VOW hospice, which was end-of-life care, making sure that people are comfortable as they go forth. And then I moved to American Cancer Society.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. So we held that 6,000 person event at Miramar Outlets, which was really fun. And I realized, hey, I've worked with people and the different aspects of their life. So why haven't I worked with children yet? So focusing on our youth helps them to build that better future. So if we can focus on our kids now, then of course it, I guess, minimizes that need for mental health assistance because we're already focusing on them now. So they're getting that mental health assistance as they're younger and may not end up needing David Lawrence Center and or educating them on different facets of what cancer related issues are and how to deal with that. A lot of them do see all of those different facets within their lives and within their households. So if we can get to them young, then we can help to create a brighter future.
Definitely. So for those out there who don't know who Big Brothers Big Sisters is, what exactly does that organization do?
Don't know what Big Brothers Big Sisters is.
You never know. We can't assume.
So we've been around since 1904.
Oh my God.
So
wow.
I hope that you've heard of Big Brothers Big Sisters of America. But we are under that umbrella, and we've been in Venice down to Collier County for approximately 50 years. Collier's fairly new. We've been there for 11 years. So Big Brothers Big Sisters, we create and support one-to-one mentoring relationships that ignite the power and promise of our youth. So we focus on children ages 5 to 18, and it does go up to 21 in most cases. And our adults are 21 and older. But what we do is we match them with the best possible mentor that can help guide them throughout their everyday life. With that being said, it's only a 4-hour commitment each month.
Oh, wow.
So it's not as time consuming as people would think it is, but it's ultimately rewarding to for that child to have a friend, a mentor, ally to just talk to, other than talking to their parents or guardian. So although we focus on children that are in a single parent household, we do a lot of the times see children that live with a family member, such as a grandparent or cousin, and sometimes aunts and uncles. So we focus on the overall child and the overall family to ensure a better, successful life.
I like that. I like that. You hear that, guys? Only a 4-hour-a-month commitment, and you could really impact the lives of children who maybe don't have someone that they can talk to. I know that's very, very important, especially now. I think our society has dramatically changed since when, I wouldn't say we, because I'm just a little bit older than you are. But I know growing up, we didn't have access to social media. So we had old-fashioned communication. We were not exposed to what children are exposed to today, with unrealistic expectations of what someone can look like. I'm talking about body, and you have these filters, and people are comparing themselves to other. We had good old-fashioned communication. We went outside, we played, and I think it's probably safe to say, I don't know the statistics, that we probably didn't have as many mental health issues as we do now. And I know a lot of children are coming from single parent homes and broken homes. So that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. So thank you for the work you do. That's very important, because basically we're shaping the minds of the future. These are going to be our future presidents, our future leaders of the world. So that's really important. So what's one thing people will be surprised to know about your organization?
That the greatest challenge that we have nationally is recruiting men to be mentors.
Really?
Yes. Not sure why, but if you talk to any Big Brothers Big Sisters affiliate, that is a big challenge. So what we did in response to that is we launched 100 men in a 100-day challenge in our area. And I will not say when the challenge ends, because we always need male mentors. We have little brothers out there that are looking for a big brother. So the 100 men in 100 days kind of gives our staff the opportunity to reach out to men and give them a reason to mentor. Hey, we have little brother here who wants to see the beach, who wants to throw the football around, and the parent just wants their son to have a male role model.
Interesting. So how many men do you have to date out of your 100 men challenge?
And it goes from Venice down to Collier.
Okay.
I believe on the all staff call we had today, we are at about 40.
Okay.
Which is good.
Yeah.
But we can always use more.
Yeah, we could always use more. How I'm sure you guys are already doing this, but the 40 men who are in your program, you ask them to reach out to people in their network to recruit?
Yes. So everyone is an advocate. So we don't only just reach out to the men and ask them to help with recruitment. We also ask for our big sisters to also give us names for recruitment. So if you know anyone that would make a great big, then reach out to us. We will be more than willing to reach out to them and say, hey, you were nominated to become a big. Let me tell you more about our program.
Oh, interesting. That's something to think about. I'm thinking about that. Because, I have actually 2 adult children, and my son has 1 foot out the door. And, my husband and I, we actually are discussing like what are we going to do, because we're going to be empty nesters pretty soon. So that I'll definitely think about that.
Yes, and while you're thinking about it, talk to him about it, because we do a thing that's called couples matches. Although we would love for you to have a little and for him to have a little, but if you could have a little together, then we also do that too.
I'll talk to him about that today. I like that because I think we have a lot to offer someone. And even today, when I talk to not only children but adults, I always, if there's an opportunity for me to give someone advice, whether it's just encouragement to pursue your goals or to give you that extra edge, I always do that when I see an opportunity. I actually went to a grand opening event for a nonprofit yesterday, and someone I had lunch with last year, I talked about the importance of home ownership, and she was like, "Oh, we tried before and we didn't qualify, and we'll never get a house." And I said, "Try." And I encouraged her. And then after lunch, I followed up with her, I texted her, and I saw her at the event yesterday, and she said she and her husband are in the process of purchasing the home because that I gave her encouragement and what's the word? Hope that and I was like, wow. I said, thank you for sharing that with me, because you always wonder, like, when you give someone advice, if it really impacted their lives. So
right.
So yeah,
I love everything you just said. The one thing that stuck out to me was hope.
Right.
You gave them hope. Mm-hmm. Hope is not a strategy. So when you gave them that advice, it helped them to build that strategy in order to move forward. So no, you're a natural mentor. Even before the podcast today, we were talking and you gave me some great advice. Mm-hmm. So even, I know that we focus on ages 5 to 18, mm-hmm. but everyone deserves a good mentor.
Right. Everyone. And what I've learned in life, I think the reason why I've been so blessed is that I've always had a mindset of serving, being a servant of God. And I don't profess to be a Christian per se. I don't go to church, but I know that I'm here to serve and do the Lord's work. And when I see an opportunity for me to help someone, I do it. I do it. So, and it's wonderful. So, with that said, do you have any upcoming events that you'd like to share with our audience so they can come out and support you?
Yes, I do. So we have the big event on March 31st. It starts at 6:30, and it will be at the Porsche Naples.
Woo! Are they going to give out a car or overnight in the Porsche?
I can't tell you everything, but we do have a chance drawing for a weekend Porsche trip.
I like that.
So you can have a Porsche for a weekend. There are some restrictions, but it's very exciting. People always love that at our events. So we do have that and a silent auction attached to it. So there'll be some great things with that. It's a cocktail reception.
Okay.
And it is our annual fundraising event. And that next morning we have the Rally for Littles. So if you are in Mercado off 5th Avenue, you'll see some luxury exotic cars driving through. Thank you to Dr. B with Ultimate Car Garages and John Luca with Cosmos for sponsoring that event and hosting it for us at their venue. This is the 7th annual Rally for Littles, so it's really exciting for us. And if you're interested, on March 23rd in Lee County, they have their Big Brothers Big Sisters annual event at the Luminary Hotel.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So how could one get tickets to your event on the 31st?
You can get tickets to the event by contacting me, of course, or you can go online at our main website and click on our event. Our website is bbbssun.org, or I guess I should say that it's Big Brothers Big Sisters Sun.org.
You see the number on the screen. The number on the website is on the screen. And what's your telephone number?
It's 239-451-6265.
Okay, guys, you heard it first. An opportunity to not only support a great cause, but also an opportunity to have a weekend in the Porsche. Now, how exciting is that? That's one great thing about nonprofits, especially when it comes to events and the silent auctions. There are always opportunities for exotic trips and experiences that you would normally get to experience. So, guys, thank you so much, Brittni, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to hang out with us at the Grow Your Nonprofit podcast.
No, thank you for having me. And I love talking about our program. So, like I said, everyone's an advocate. If you know a child that is in need of a mentor, feel free to reach out to us. And if you would love to learn new ways on helping the community through Big Brothers Big Sisters, feel free to reach out to us also.
Guys, you heard it here first. Another nonprofit right here in the beautiful Southwest Florida that's making an impact in the community. Not only the impact in the community, but in the lives of our youth who are our future leaders. That's so amazing. So stay tuned for more.